Hi Aquarius, what's going on here, baby? It's Paris with your Tarot News to my channel. Please make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you'll feel it. The girl, what's going on here, Aquarius? What's good? All right, I will be in Philly this weekend. I'll be in Philly this weekend. Hey. So all my Philly heads, wagwan. What up? Yeah. All right, so yeah, come through. If you in Philly, pop out. Let's get to know each other. Let's see what's up. I'm very excited about this. I be in Philly, but I never been on this side of Philly, so it's gonna be fun. And then the tickets was dumb cheap. It was like $15. Round trip was 45. So I but definitely I'm gonna make sure I build an alliance out there. I'm gonna see if I could get the books inside the bookstore, specifically. So you know what I'm saying, I could be back and forth for real. But anywho, if you can't make it to the books, to the book signing here, right? And if you haven't got my books, you could get both of my books on Amazon. All right. I have Breaking Barriers on my website, and I have one of the Parallel Paths on my website. This is the newest one, Parallel Paths. This was really good. Both of them are good, but this one is really good. I have one more left because that's how quick it sold out. But I just ordered a lot of Breaking Barriers for the book signing. Also, if you're in Brooklyn, hey boo. If you're in Brooklyn or in Jersey area, you would like to get your copy in person and take a picture with me, you could do curbside pickup. Okay, but like I said, this week I will definitely be in Philly. So Philly, where you at, baby? All right, let's get straight to it here, Aquarius. This is gonna be a reading here for you. Let's get straight into it here. I don't have no messages for you here, Aquarius. All right, let's just get straight into it. So you guys could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Okay. What's coming in here for Aquarius at this time? Aquarius here for the next 7 days. What's coming in here for you guys at this time? We got here rebirth. Okay, yeah, so there could be something going on here. There needs to be a change, or something is changing regardless. All right, Aquarius, and then we have here bamboo longevity. So there could be something here changing here when it comes down to something here that was long term. There might need to be some changes here for you here, Aquarius, for something here to stay long lasted. Okay, longevity with bamboo. Okay, so I'm also seeing something here about feng shui. All right, so you guys could be changing up your house, your home. There could be a change in the home as well here, Aquarius, this week. But I feel like for something here to stay long lasting here, something here needs to be changed. And I feel like whatever it is that needs to be changed has a lot to do with you here, Aquarius. All right, so you could be making this change. Like I said, some of you guys could be making changes in your home as well, or doing something here totally different than what you was doing before. So let's see what's going on here, Aquarius. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Summarizing in the North Node is going to be for Aquarius placements, Aquarius stellium placements. Okay, wherever Aquarius is in your chart, this is going to be for you. Okay, this also is connected to the community, so you could look at this in the community sense as well. All right, so Aquarius, what is going on here for you at this time? Ooh, you got a flipper. We have here confirmation. Okay, shooting stars. Okay, so something here about astrology. Numerology could be very significant, but astrology specifically. All right. I'm also seeing something here about like daily astrology here. So you guys could be into astrology, but I'm hearing something about a confirmation. Okay, so this reading is going to be a confirmation for you that something here needed to be changed, or you're going through this change right now. Underneath the deck, we have here abundance. Okay, so something here has something to do with like a connection to your finances here, Aquarius. Something here could be connected to your finances here at this time. Okay. All right. What is your lesson here for my lovely Capricorn? Oh, Capricorn. So you guys will be dealing with a Capricorn, Aquarius. Okay, we have here the strength. Okay, and I like this card here. It seems like you're definitely taming some type of beast right now. I kind of feel like you're learning how to maybe control some type of emotion, or you're looking at something here from a different point of view. All right, so your lesson has something to do with controlling your energy, controlling that beast within you, controlling something here. Okay, I'm getting that saying, he who angers you controls you. So I kind of feel like at this point here, you're learning how to control certain things, or your lesson here had a lot to do with like maybe like Leo energy, ego, doing something here that has to do with like putting yourself out there. We're gonna see, but I definitely feel like there's a change in how you are controlling something here, how you go about something here, how you communicate something, how you interact with something here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what's going on. My nose is itching crazy. All right, so Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising in the North Node. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull all the cards and then we're gonna talk about it. Okay. So give me a second. Can I get some energy here for Aquarius for the week, next 7 days? All right. So this week specifically could be something here about family or people that's close to you here, the lovers. All right. This could be, community. This could be people that you're interacting with. This could also mean like, connections that you have, right? Family, friends, people that you're around and stuff like that. But with this Wheel of Fortune coming up, there's definitely something here about a lesson that is coming back. And some of you guys are finally learning a lesson here. This could be a confirmation about a lesson that you're learning. Something here needs to change. Maybe you're changing. And with that being said, things are not the same as how it used to be. And that's perfectly fine. I feel like what you're putting behind you here, Aquarius, has something to do with being overly expressive about something here. This could also have something to do with like emotional instability. This could be something here that just kind of, I'm not saying you missed the point with something here, but I do feel like something here needed to be balanced when it comes down to your emotional state or how you see something here completely here, Aquarius. You could also be dealing with a mother figure, a woman. Okay, if this is not about you, this could be a woman here. This could be a mother figure here that could be emotionally unstable, or somebody here specifically that is just not seeing something here clearly. And in the best outcome here, we got here the Eight of Swords, and some of you guys are being shown that you were limiting yourself in some type of way, like putting yourself in something here that you can only take yourself out of. Maybe, the solution had nothing to do with somebody else. It had something to do with you and you having to really figure that out. There could have been something here about a repetitive cycle with that Eight of Swords, but something here is good enough for you to see that you could get yourself out of this situation here with that Eight of Swords coming out as the best outcome. The best outcome is that it's kind of like some of you guys kept on going into a pattern. Eight of Swords is like, it's repetitive, it's restricting, it's restrictive, it's Gemini energy. And to the point where you had to realize here that the only way that you could really get through is by you doing it here. But this was the best situation here. Some of you guys had to be in a situation to kind of get yourself out of, right? And so what's your challenge can have something to do with family, right? Six of Cups could be family, friends, close people to you. And this might be a challenge here specifically because maybe this is more closer to home than you expected. Maybe you can't just walk away, because it says what you don't want to do is walk away from a situation here, or get out of. It's kind of like Spirit's asking for you to don't do the same thing that you used to do all the time here, Aquarius. I feel like some of you guys, there's something here about you checking out. And it's not about you checking out. It's about you really getting through this, whatever emotion this is that you are going through right now. And your advice is the Ten of Cups. It's about your happiness. It's about family. It's about connecting. It's about you seeing the future here. And I do feel like there's this energy here of you really like looking within and maybe not looking outside yourself. Like, you know, maybe at one point here you kept on, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying, let's just hypothetically, somebody kept on thinking everybody hated them because of their uniqueness or because of something here that happened to them, or you know, there's something here about like family and tradition, and the lesson was the strength. So it's kind of like you had to understand that something here is not, you have to do something here with a sense of integrity, but also understanding to tame that inner beast within you. Let me just look this up real quick because I do feel like something here has a lot to do with how, like, at one point you really took something here very emotional, um, to the point where you kind of missed the point here, Aquarius, respectfully. Yeah, it's kind of like you had to find your own inner power, self control, compassion over brutal force. And its lesson is about balancing instincts, the beast inside, with higher awareness, not through suppression, but through understanding and calm mastery. So some of you guys might have had to learn how to master your own emotions. It teaches about emotional maturity, taming reactions here, courage, gentle perseverance, right? Yeah. When I think about the strength card, I always think about perseverance, but it's like the intentions behind it, because you know, perseverance could still have ego towards it, like, oh, I'm a persevere, so I could prove this to somebody here. It, whatever this is specifically, had to mean that you had to really understand something here from an emotional state. um you know, you guys are ruled by Uranus, which is about innovation. It's about rebellion, sudden change. And so you need to understand that you govern the higher thinking, humanitarian ideas, individuality. And so you have to understand to not let people overpower your emotions. Instead of that, it's lead with ideas, innovation. All right, seeing the bigger picture here with that Three of Wands. You know, I definitely feel like it's teaching you to be free, but also have some type of discipline at the same time. Don't be so reactive, and using your intentions, your intelligence over impulsivity. So I do feel like there was something here about you specifically, at one point being impulsive about a situation here, Aquarius. And you know, there's just definitely something here about you making a full circle moment and realizing here specifically that something here can't be the way that it used to, and that, you know, some of you guys kept on going through the same thing over and over because of the fact that how spirit wanted you to understand that something here had to change. Okay, so let's see what this is here, Aquarius. Okay, it's the Lovers here, and it's kind of like you're meeting people to help you, or there was like people that was put in your path for you to learn this, and now you're gonna see exactly what's going on. We got the Empress card. This got something to do with your mother, okay, or a woman here. And then we have here the Five of Cups. Some of you guys might have been, this could have been suppression when it comes down to a mother figure. Five of Cups, okay, someone here could be depressed or has drinking problems. Someone here could drink a lot, or someone here just is sad, depressed. Okay, we have here the Ten of Cups here. So this has something to do with family. Um, so you guys have been let down, and this could have brought some type of suppression that brought that emotional state out of you. But with this Wheel of Fortune here, there's definitely something here about a full circle moment here. The Nine of Pentacles. We got the Strength, and then the Sun. Yeah, there's definitely something here about you needing to, you know, see something here about your individuality. You coming out as this Nine of Pentacles is also understanding, like, you know, it's about you, your empowerment, the things that you have accomplished. You know, maybe there needs to be more gratitude, or seeing something here from a more positive state. um, and whatever this is just bringing this that inner strength without out of you, and learning how to become more self-aware and enduring and within yourself. It's not about anybody else, it's about yourself. And I do feel like there was something specifically at one point that did hurt you or you were disappointed about. And it's just this energy of you understanding that the Nine of Pentacles is like, I got to do this. Like, you are doing this within yourself. Like, you have to be the one to get yourself out of the situation. You have to be the one to heal it, you know. What's the Eight of Swords here for Aquarius? The Three of Wands. Exactly. Definitely. You had to change your perspective. You know, I also feel like there's something here about you um, putting in a lot of work for something and maybe not getting the results that you wanted at one point, but it's just kind of like you got to expect the unexpected. It's like you don't get attached to the outcome, but just do it for exactly what you're doing it for. Because it's just like you're in your mind about something here. You know, you're trying to process something here that you're trying to understand, but you know, it's not about you understanding it, is about you making peace with something. And I feel like right now you need to make peace with a situation, and just charge it to the game here, Aquarius, is what Spirit is saying. What's the Three of Wands? They said something here will come back. Okay, something here will come back, but you need to release yourself emotionally from the situation. What's the Three of Wands here for Aquarius? We got the Nine of Swords. That impulsive energy here too. You know, there could have been some impulsive decisions, impulsive words, moving too fast without thinking. Okay, we have here the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you guys have learned this from a family member. This could be genetics. Nine of Swords here, the Ten of Pentacles is like something here that was, this is defensiveness. You know, maybe you feel defensive around your family. Maybe you feel defensive around certain people because they don't understand you. With the Eight of Swords, it's kind of like you had to be the one to get yourself out of that here, Aquarius. It's discernment. You know, ask God to give you discernment. Ask God to give you patience. Ask God to, yeah, ask God, but pray for these people. That's what I do now. I pray for people. It's like when I don't understand, I just be like, you know what, God, give me discernment, and also pray for the person here that did me wrong. That's it. I feel like right now you need to just become at peace with whatever it is that's happening. I feel like at one point here, Aquarius, I'm going to call you out and say that you were very impulsive with your emotions. Um, but this is something here that connects to a genetics, like generational. Either this had a lot to do with family, mother being disappointed, but there's something here about your family that plays a big role in this spread. And it was limiting you here. You kept on getting the same result each and every time you lashed out, or each and every time you said some things that it's kind of like this is a defense thing. But if you know you're right here, Aquarius, you don't always have to be defensive. Sometimes quietness is the best thing. Like not everything needs a reaction. You know, people can't hear you when you're yelling. People can't hear you when you're putting them down. It's syntax. It's the way that you communicate here. It's like I could be able to tell you something and you get the point and have you sitting on your ass, than to yell, than to say something here with emotions because you're being defensive. It's really about you thinking before you speak. And so you guys are just be you're not thinking about it. You're just speaking because you're in defensive. You're in defense mode. How can anybody hear you out? How can anybody want to talk to you here, Aquarius, if you're already just you're yapping? You're saying something here to be defensive. You're not really listening to the person. Okay. What's the Six of Cups here? You got the Two of Swords. So you guys are going to have to make a logical decision here. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This has a lot to do with you making a decision here that's not emotional, but also something here that's good for your health and wellness, but also understanding maybe there needs to be another path, another healing way to do something here. Queen of Pentacles is someone here that uses their resources, somebody here that does the details, use what they got. I feel like right now you need to make more grounding decisions here, Aquarius, and that might be a challenge when it comes down to someone around you. Take your emotions out of a situation. And I know that might be hard, definitely if you're dealing with family or whatever the case may be, but you need to make a logical decision, not an emotional decision. What you don't want to do is emotionally check out. Eight of Cups. Just leave it behind you. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. Keep it moving. I feel like you always do that. That's your coping mechanism. Leaving it behind you, detaching yourself. Let me look into that real quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says detached, aloof, reserved, and passive. Okay, so some of you guys, you have you're what you don't want to do is be that. Be aloof, be detached, be reserved, right? And I feel like that's the Seven of Swords. That's how you avoid a situation here, but you're really not avoiding it, Aquarius. You got to deal with. It's like either you deal with it now, or just leave it alone. Because I definitely feel like there's what you don't want to do is go into that aloofness or detaching and keeping it moving, just to try to act like something is not happening and it really is. And I feel like, respectfully here, Aquarius, this could be your mouth or how you get angry and then wonder why your family don't fuck with you or you and your family got problems. And a lot of you guys try to like use your moms as the reason why you have problems or because how you was brought up. The reason why you is stop making fucking excuses, Aquarius. Stop fucking making the excuses, man. Just deal with that shit. Just deal with it. Do the shadow work, man. And the crazy thing is that your family or this person or these people love you, yo. They love you. Everybody loves you. Nothing has changed. Nobody's perfect. Stop pointing the finger here, Aquarius, when there's four more pointing back at you, man. Just do the fucking work, B. Stop pointing the fucking finger. Page of Pentacles, yeah. Be more there for your family. Be more there for your, some of you guys have been in and out. You got the Three of Swords. Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles is like unstableness, hurt. Some of you guys have to release that, let that shit go. I feel like something here has been connected to you, like something here needs to be called out. And a lot of you guys need to take responsibility. That's so crazy because I was reading something here last night on Aquarius, and I sent it to somebody. last night. It says, Aquarius, you are redefining what home means. And that's not always comfortable process. Exactly. This new moon is blossoming at the base of your chart, activating themes around family, security, and belonging. With Pluto freshly planted in your sun sign, you may feel internal tectonic plates shifting, but this is fertile ground for building something new. Let go of outdated roles or inherited stories. Start planting rituals and reflect who you really are now. You are not just moving into a new season, you are cultivating a new ecosystem. Give me a second. I had to look up ecosystem. Ecosystem is a community of living things like plants, animals, or microorganisms interacting with each other and with their non living environment like air, water, soil, and sunlight in a specific area. Everything in the ecosystem is connected. My ears are ringing. The living parts depend on each other and on the non living parts to survive. Some of you guys have been acting like you don't need somebody, or you don't need your family, or you disconnected from your family. I'm sorry to hit a fucking nerve here, Aquarius, but I got to do this shit. It says everything in the ecosystem is connected. The apple doesn't fall too far from the what? The tree. And guess what? The tree is the ecosystem. Don't let me go down the rabbit hole with y'all motherfuckers, because I can do that. Look up ecosystem here, all right? Now I want to change the title. Give me a second. That was kind of cool. I always love learning. So also there could be something here about the ecosystem going on. So Aquarius rules the collective. The one thing that you hate, Aquarius, you are becoming. So if you don't want to become what you hate, you need to change something and understand it is all interconnected. They hate to see me come. What? Listen. Mm-hmm. What does that mean to you? Like, what does that mean to be in this cocoon? And what does it mean that you get out of that cocoon to fly? This is deep. This is deep. Wow. We got poverty. We got community. We got occupation. So you guys have been working a lot or using that as an excuse. What's poverty? Snake. What's community? Mountain. What's occupation? Art. Yeah. You really love what you do, though, Aquarius. Whatever it is that you do for work, you are becoming, or this week specifically, you really like what you do. Right now, wow, Aquarius, this is crazy. This is crazy. Um, like you're so important. Like, of course you are, and I feel like the devil will confuse you. The devil will confuse you. The devil will remove you. The devil will conflict you. But you're so important. And you know that. I don't gotta tell you that. You know that you're important, baby. You know that, right? And the only reason why I said it is because you got fishing key. It says the fish card is a symbol of fulfilled hopes, successful completion of affairs, or honors and rewards beyond expectation. This positive card signals excellent health combined with prosperity and domestic bliss. Some of you guys have the key to that. This means that you could be an outlet. You always have like a, what's the word? Like, you know, a lot of people. You're the plug, or you know how to find something. You always have like a great solution. Yeah, I feel like that's what needs to be transmuted is finding solutions to stuff besides holding on to something here specifically. Let's shed light on that side. How can you be more helpful? I mean, I feel like you are helpful. You're more generous, but maybe lean more into that energy here. What's poverty and snake? 11, 11. There could have been a lot of complications when it came down to like a community, um, or like what you thought was community here, because it says community and mountains. So there could have been a lot of conflicts, or you trying to like avoid conflicts here. So you decide you don't want to go in certain places, or you don't want to do certain things because you're trying to avoid it. And I feel like there's this energy of you making this decision because specifically this was for your health and wellness. You did this for your peace of mind. I do feel specifically that you could have been like used in one point, or something here that you once saw ideal, something here that you really took like cared for. Um it kind of confined you in some type of way, shape, or form. And so some of you guys have disconnected yourself. That was something here for your own sake. Like, this was not nothing emotional. I feel like this was something here for your mental health, because I feel like something here was limiting you here at one point. um and it was true, it was limiting you. So some of you guys had decided to detach yourself from a certain community. You did decide to detach yourself, and this was like the best thing because this was for your health and wellness, for real. Right now, it's like you are at a point in your life here, Aquarius, where you are really focusing on your career, your occupation, what you want to do. um, and not only that, but you're more focused on like following your intuition. You're following your intuition. And as much as you put so much energy into your work, and I feel like the things that makes you successful, there's other things that could make you successful, but that has nothing to do with other people. I feel like you have found the outlet to find your identity, which was your occupation, because maybe there was a disconnection in the home life, or who you grew up with, that not being recognized in your home. And maybe that's something here that needs to be shed light on this week. Like, okay, how do I approach this compared to how I approached this, it's two different sides of Aquarius right now. This is what I'm picking up on. It's like who you show to other people when it comes down to your occupation, and then when it comes down to like your family, your friends, and your home, or like people that really know you, it's like a whole different story. um, so yeah, that's what I was picking up on. So I'm dealing with the same shit. Okay, I got Aquarius in my first house, stellium. Okay, I got a stellium and Aquarius in the first house. So, bitch, we going through this together. Okay. Shit. All right, Aquarius. Oh, okay. Come through, spirit. You saw that shit? The Emperor, the Nine of Cups. Okay. The Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Wow. Spirit pulled out these cards just for you. I don't even pull this much cards. And then we got the Two of Pentacles. We have here the Seven of Pentacles here. Beautiful spread. Thank you. Um, First things first, I do feel like there is something about you at this time letting things naturally come to you. Like your spirit had you slow down here, Aquarius. Slow the fuck down. There was things that needed to be taken care of, domestic, with your health and wellness, with your body, specifically with this Empress card that I'm picking up on. And the Empress is someone here that just lets things naturally come. You might be at a point in your life where you want to wear loose clothes. You don't want to have nothing tight on, and that's good too. Shit, I'm feeling the same way. I'm feeling the same way, Aquarius. But this energy is talking about you taking accountability. There is something here specifically that needs to be released. There could have been something here specifically that you've been holding on to at one point. Okay, this could have been something here that happened to you. This could have been some type of betrayal. And whatever this was specifically really impacted you when it comes down to your authority, or what when it comes down to like your identity in a sense. Um, okay. There's also something here about a father figure. Whatever this is here, Aquarius, I don't want to go too deep because they got me going this way. But I do feel like you're going to be balancing that out and like stabilizing yourself at this time. Okay, so this is definitely like genetics, is what they just spoke about. Yeah. An organism, ecosystem, excuse me. Make sure y'all look up the ecosystem, okay? What's the Emperor card? The Knight of Cups, the Magician. Some of you guys could be very talented. Seven of Pentacles. You have been doing something here for a long time. The Nine of Wands. Some of you guys feel like you don't have no help, or you don't get support from the people, certain people here, Aquarius. It's like you're always the one to like give some type of solutions here. But it's like you don't get something here reciprocated the way that you would like it to be. So say that. But say it in maybe a different way. It's the Four of Pentacles here, the Ten of Swords. You got the High Priestess. Yeah, you kept this to yourself. We have here the Nine of Cups. And then the King of Pentacles. So you guys are going to be focused more on your confidence, with your reputation here as well. Some of you guys might have a reputation of to be honest here, Aquarius, you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but your reputation about like how you go about your own communication. You might rub some people the wrong way. Okay. And I feel like it's really like they say like you care, but maybe it's the way that you're coming about the conversation. Like you could come off insensitive. What they said. Aloof. I'm not laughing at you, Aquarius, but listen, my mom's an Aquarius. I already know what the vibes is. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm like, Aquarius. I'm just saying, okay. I got, like I said, I'm not. I'm in this too, okay. Come through. Exactly. Perception. I love that word. I love that word, perception. I feel like that's what it says. The phases of the moon, perception. It's all on how you see the phases of the moon, of what phase you was in your life. You're in a different phase here, Aquarius. The new moon. It's time to set some new intentions, put some new seeds, with some new thoughts, with some new experiences. It's all on how you perceive something. And I feel like with that ninth house is like, yeah, the ninth house is about like you exploring, doing something new, going in a new direction, doing something here differently. You know, shit. Even down to like studies. You know, you could be learning a new way of communication. There's something about you expanding the way that you see you're doing something here right now. Yeah, that's what they say. I feel like nothing really changed, but your perception has changed. So everything else changes because you perceive it differently. It's okay to say that I was in this phase of my life. You're in a different phase now, Aquarius. You get what I'm saying? Like when you understand you're in a different phase, then you have to look at it from that shadow self, that light, that prism. I'm not in that same phase right now. And that's okay. That's not where I'm at. It was a phase, Aquarius. That's all it was, a phase. Don't stay in and don't live in that phase. Don't live in that thing. You're the future. Expansion. That phase is over. Okay. But see, a lot of you guys think you take that phase into aloofness. That's not you letting go. That's not letting go of that phase. That's you putting the phase down and going to another thing to try to distract you from that phase that you were supposed to finish up. So then you basically can't go to point A to point B because you have to finish A in the first place. But you thought that, because you had B, or you try to outsmart something here, Aquarius, that you're able to kind of like move ahead. No, you got to go back. You got to start from the ground up. You got to realize what the fuck is the problem. What's the seed? What's the roots? How you perceive something. And then you could go to, now you see it. This is going to be a confirmation for you here, Aquarius. My word is my bond. If this doesn't happen this week, you could come back and say that. But I swear to you, This is like spirit talking right now. Spirit said what they said. And you know what I'm talking about here, Aquarius. You know what I'm talking about. Study the phases of the moon. If you study the phase of the moon, you understand what phase you was in. We're in the new moon right now. Truth. And that's facts. Purple. Aquarius. Amethyst. Yeah. I heard amethyst. Yeah. There you go, Aquarius. There you go. The truth. I'm everything I'm saying is true. And that's a fact. So if you like this, please make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Please put 99 in the comments down below. And I'll speak to you guys later. Peace and love.